Alright, so let's see. EURCAD. 2-hour time frame. Week volume. Have to go back in the hour. Usually follow through for this one would be hi Chad, how are you? So we're trading live. I'm in EURCAD buy, and I am in a GJ sell and EC sell right now. So we got our entry this morning. I think I alerted it. I forgot, but I alerted that this was a sell. So we're up right now. So the count right now, I'm almost at 900. So my goal for this account is to bankroll this to 3 grand. That's what we're doing right now. Hello. When we get to 3 grand, it's gonna be a lot easier because then we're gonna start scaling into NASDAQ buys to like 0.5 when we see it. But as of right now, we're waiting for setups to happen. So meanwhile, we're gonna be doing currencies. So I kind of alerted that at 4 hours ago, you could have caught the sell right here. So we're catching that sell. We're trying to go for, how many pips is this? We're trying to go for at least 971 pips. So that gets me $46. So you guys, hey Ro. So we're waiting. So my other program that I'm looking for. So this has triggered a buy event. So right there, we're in the buy. So, and the chart does make sense because EURCAD is a trend line hugger. So I got my entry near right here. I did get an alert right here and I didn't take it, but I was kind of late. So I kind of took it on the 15-minute time. If we break it down the 15-minute time frame, I took an entry here and then I took another one right here. Genuine, I don't play ranked in League. I prefer not to. Okay, so right now for EURCAD, this is the setup I'm looking at. So we're in the speed bump zone. I need to save this as FOREX supply sell with red color. With red fill. Oh, okay. So you are learning FOREX. Okay, so has Doug been like has Doug taught you how to make an account yet, or are you paper trading? Cause like it took me a month to paper trade this, and now I'm doing it live. So on a 15-minute time frame for EURCAD, we are in a consolidation box. So in this case, he just talks about it. Oh, okay, I do a lot of teaching though. So if you want to make it count, I'll post a link to how to like open a Forex account. So I'm gonna try finding it. So my broker is Hugo. So there's two types of brokers that you can use. I use offshore brokers. So I use Hugo's. Baby Pips is a good resource for beginners, but I just did it from trial and error, and then I learned from other people. So my broker is Hugo's. And then there's another broker that's pretty good. Is KOX4. So I have an account with them, but I haven't deposited any money from them. Currencies are not hard because they're slow moving. MJ, Coach MJ, I'm not gonna be talking about that yet because I just gotta answer questions first. So if you want to really trade Forex, the best thing that I do is for max leverage, go to either one of these broker websites. So I use this one, and I'll post my link in the description, and so you guys can click on it. So let me find it real quick. So let me just post it. So that's my link. If you guys refresh your video, I'm just writing a link to sign up. Okay. So I'm just gonna show you how to open a demo Forex account. So basically what you want to do, you go to sign up. Actually, no. We're going to find how to... Actually, the best way I did it was HUGOSWAY'S demo account. Demo? So you go to demo, sign up, and you're gonna click on your email. So, and then their balance should be max leverage, and you should really just start with $1,000 so you can test the waters. Yeah, we'll get there. I'm just telling people how to do it. So this is how you would want to open a demo account, and then you just sends you an email. So I don't have access to this. This is my old work email. So let's do that again. Okay, so if I go to my email, so I sent it to my Gmail, and then I'm just gonna go to my email, and then we're going to find that email. They're going to send you a demo account password. So this is your demo account, this is your password. So what you do, you're going to enter your into MetaTrader 4, and then you're going to enter this trader password. So that's your password where you're going to trade with. So that way you can get started. So that's what you do for MetaTrader. So you just sign up in MetaTrader, and then in MetaTrader, if you want, you have to go to File, log in. So you're going to log in Trader's account, and then you're going to enter all that information. Ugh. I hope that makes sense for people. Anyways, so you should just paper trade. You're paper trading live. You don't have the information. It's okay to paper trade. You're going to learn something from it. Okay, so for charts, what we're doing, for EURCAD, we're waiting it for to break out of this consolidation box. And when we break out, I think at London time, we may. And if we look at a 2-hour chart right now, we have a lot of resistance in this area. So we don't really have any volume. It's almost end of the week. Most of the time, Europe is you want to pay attention to London. So let's see. Industrials, that's not important. Canadian, nope. That's just yellow. So we're gonna wait for the volume for this. I think once we break out above, what's this level right here? Try to see. Let me just put a line right there. Okay, so when we break out to 1.3978, then we are going to see upside volume. And I plan, if we keep going up, I plan to add a lot right here in this area. So all my entries that I regret down here because this was the bottom. I pretty much got it right here. I did a 0.02 lot, and usually my lot size is pretty much 0.1. So 0.10. I mean, today this would have been like 50 pips, so that's $50. Instead, I'm stuck with a little tiny lot because I chickened out because last night I got in too early on EURCAD. I think I got in like right here at resistance. So fuck me. So yeah, and then I got stopped out right here. So we pretty much were inside this bigger box. So this box right here is a daily box. And then I subdivided it into sections. So where I started from looking at the daily time frame. So I had this giant box right here, and then I start sectioning it off a bit. So I sectioned it off right there, and then I went into the 4-hour time frame. Start sectioning it off a little more. Just trying to roll back and seeing like, okay, these tops right here, that's where I'm gonna nail it. So every time you see like these little bigger boxes and tinier boxes, you know like you're gonna get like a really good entry, especially when it kind of reaches a particular point inside the box. So right now on the 4-hour time frame, we are just trying to reach this point right here. 1.54102. And then for British pound, British yen. So my algo officially fired a red arrow. So usually what that means is like I'm gonna stay short on this ticker until we get to our 50% retracement or less. So 50% retracement would be right here. And then it's gonna be a risk-free trade. I could stack on another entry right now if I wanted to because I have confirmation that I can take this into a short position on a 4-hour time frame. So the 4-hour time frame, the DOA snipers fired red, and usually these are really strong signals for the algo just fire red, and that right there I can take it to 136.050. So that would be a good one. I know there's one dude on YouTube who just trades British pound yen. Sorry. Can you hear me now? Um, so let's see. The stream's bit rate is lower than recommended bit rate. So let's see. I'm gonna try changing it. Okay, cool. If you guys have trouble hearing me, just give me a shout out. I'm gonna try fixing it. I'm gonna be here until at least 10. So audio output, we're going to try bit rate. Okay, so I need a bit rate of 40. Okay, so let's try this. There. Okay, so I try to fix the bit rate. It's in my encoder. I'm not sure if you can hear me. So, hope this is better because I can't really hear myself. So, stream status says it's good. Okay, so how about now? So I updated the bitrate speed. The encoder is set to really low output. So I'm trying. I think I fixed it overall. Okay, so we're looking at charts. We're looking at British pound version. These are the trades I'm in right now. So we're trying to target at least a 50% retracement for that. That is from I took it. We are going to the hourly chart. So I got it right here. So we're trying to shoot for right here. It's 100, and if we did that, that is 140 pips right there. So 140 pips. I have a 0.5 lot. That's gonna net me. How much of that? I always don't like calculating this. That's why I always do lots of 10. So we can calculate that for your British pound, British yen. So I have a price target right here. Let's see. $46. And that's right there. So if I'm targeting this area right here, basically what I'm targeting is I'm targeting this lower level. So this is our weak support. And then that's 120 pips. That's $57. Again, I don't really calculate it. The broker will do it for you. So yeah, you have to pay attention to your margin. So for me, I used 1% of my margin, and the reason why I like Forex better because there's no time decay. You can keep your position as long as you have enough margin to cover your position. So it's all about setups in Forex. I know Doug talks about it, but I'm not sure how much he teaches, so that's not that's not up to me. I mean, it's all about the person. So a pip is basically a percentage. So if you look on Google, what is a pip? Um, And you have a lot of these videos out there. And then Investopedia talks about it. So a pip is usually referring to a percentage or 1% of the basis point. So if a pip is 10 basis point, 1 pip change will cause very volatility in currency values. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. So, using my gaming headset mic. So I'm gonna be in and out all the time. So it's gonna be it's gonna be on YouTube anyway, so you guys can just rewatch. Okay, so you guys want to do charts, or you want me to explain like my reasoning to taking these positions? Rollover rate? Okay, so rollover there, that's called swap fees. So I'm paying swap fees right now. But that's part when you that is part like commission. So swap fees, if I look that up, that is like keeping it overnight or like the next trading day. So swap fees are interest rates of one currency exchanged for interest in another. A swap rate is the differential value in currency pair traded. So roller fee is also the swap fee. I do not want to short indices at all until I bankroll my account to 3 grand. So you won't see me call out like an indices short. I do short them from time to time. Like I think last week I told everyone I was long Nasdaq. So now let me see. Okay, so right here, let me see. Okay. Hugos won't let me do that. Okay, we'll go into the chart for NAS. Okay, so NAS right in here. I called right here for a move. I caught part of it basically. So basically, what I did, I saw we were flagging. Like right here, I think. When was the 6th? Yeah, I caught partial that pump right there. I didn't catch the sell-off. So right here, I told kind of like people I'm long Nasdaq because the structure themselves we were bouncing around in this area right here. So we were bouncing around and we weren't doing anything. We tried to break down, but we couldn't. So we broke it down into the 30-minute time frame. So I took a entry like right here, kind of like I didn't get faked out in that candle, but we did have a nice push to the upside, and then it met my price target. So my entry was 11,943, somewhere around the area. So I got that push up. I didn't catch all of that because I went to bed after. But this would have been a really nice short because on the hourly time frame, the algorithm, the program itself fired a red arrow, and so this is a pretty nice short if you had caught the whole entire move yesterday, because this was possible if you caught the move yesterday. So we can measure how many pips is that. So how many pips was that? So that is and you perfected your cover position. So we will probably target this area right here. That is 70,556. Well, we're going to go that. So it's a $800 move down. So if you multiply it, if you caught the move, we can just calculate that. So I mean 0.5. So your risk, let's say you got right here, your risk to reward. So your entry would have been 5. Actually, I probably would do it right here, right there. So that's more realistic. So from here to here, this is our cover target. So 600. Let's see. I'm going to calculate right here. So you got it from right here. So you're risking $33. So $33. So $33 times 5. You're risking $165 to make $630 times 5 to make $3,015. So that's your risk to reward ratio. If you guys have questions, let me know. Oh, and we also fired red arrow on the hourly chart, so I'm still bearish on this. And we're still stuck in a range. So this is pretty much developing into a lopsided head, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. For NASDAQ. XPX 500, we have to look at that one. This one right now, the algorithm did fire red, so you can take a short position because we have a gap to fill right here. It's a huge gap for the indices. So if we fill that gap on the hourly time frame, so this gap right here, I'm going to mark that gap. And conveniently, we know it's at this 2.61 fib line. So that fib line right now, if we mark it with a purple color, so we want to go back to 551. This right now, if you get in right here, this is a base right now, and then you would be short on this to cover into this zone right here. So partially your price target would have been this area right here, 51.19, 15, and so that way, if you've started right here right now, that is 31 points down. So what is your risk? Well, we have to break it down to 30-minute time frame. So let's say your risk to reward ratio, you started right here at 551. No, 35.55. 35.55. And your first cover target right there is $31. So from here, so $6, okay, so you're going to be risking $6 or $7. When you start trading SPX, you need a account size at least 1,000, but I prefer to bankroll myself to $5,000 so I can start trading SPX. So I can take on a 0.25 lot for XPX. So what that means for me, I need a account of $5,000 to start trading XPX. So if I'm risking $6, so $6 So $6 times 25. So I'm risking $125, and $25 times, we said we were risking, I hate when I do that. We said we're risking that much to potentially get 30, 35. Well, let's put $35. So $35, that much. So $875. So that's pretty good risk to reward ratio right there. If you were doing US 30, US 30 is the bane of my existence right now because I get fucked every time. And so that's why I'm on my shit list until I bankroll myself to at least 20 grand. So I can start trading US 30 freely. So US 30, minimum requirement if you want to trade US 30, you need $500. Because it's really expensive and the margin requirement costs a lot to trade this. So let's say when you trade US 30, most of your trading, you're risking $25 for a 0.1 lot to make something. And US 30 can move in one candle at least, like 1 minute candle US 30 can move at least $50 to $75. You can be up or down $75. Oh, and yeah, we do. What time frame are you looking at for SPY futures? Oh, so someone's saying XPX, red arrow. So we do have a red arrow in 30-minute time frame. I mean, it already fired already. If you're looking at the 4-hour time frame, this fired red already. But then we bounced. So we're looking for the next area of confirmation. Sorry, I'm just looking at what my group said. So we dropped 150 pips for entry. This is what I'm looking for. So, if you had a 0-1 lot right here, we dropped 150 pips. That's $15. We have 10 pips at $150. And then if you had a lot size, basically, 50 pips, that's $175. If you had 0.1 whole lot, it's 150, 1,500 basically. And I'm if the reason is because when you trade British pound and yen, any yen pairs basically are like trading like the dollar basically. So we're going to check my position. Ooh, up. Finally. Okay, so my biggest position right now, I'm in Euro Swiss, so this is my biggest position right now. I'm not gonna close it. I bumped it up to my break even. So we should be at 1,000 by tomorrow. So if we hit my TP targets, I'm gonna be up 1,000 on this account, and I have $26 more to get this app break even. So this account, and then from there, I'm gonna try to stream nightly FOREX. I don't like. I try, but it's really hard for me to do FOREX during the day. If you guys get my FOREX alerts, since we don't have a FOREX channel yet, I'm trying to do it in main chat lately. So we're gonna check our. This one's a short, and then EURCAD itself. We're still waiting for that breakout to happen, but we are gonna get it. So why am I confident that we're gonna get that breakout? Because anytime you base, so these are the rules I follow in FOREX. FOREX patterns. So we have a really simple system. So you have, in this case, that cheat sheet I'm looking for. I'm trying to find that cheat sheet right now because this itself is a lot easier to understand. You know, you have drop base rally. So anytime you have base, we're going to be rallying. So when you kind of see a bearish engulfing and bullish engulfing candle, like you see all these candles right here, it's everywhere in FOREX. Like you just have to find it. So like, you know, you can go to FOREX Factory, and so I'm just gonna put the link in the description. So this, I'll put the link in the description, and then you guys can check it out. So yeah, if you just simply understand like supply and demand, look how this is accurate. So you had a drop, a base. Okay, so this looks like a base rally. So this is drop, base. This is the base right here. Drop, and then we had a rally. So that would be the rally, and so this would be drop, base. If you consider this as the base right here for the next drop, you can actually enter entry here. So this is what we're seeing right now for British pound British yen. This right here, this looks like what we're seeing right now. We're seeing, we have that rally. So rally, base, rally. Wait, no. This is, so we started rally like right here kind of thing. So this is the base. Now we had that rally right there. We consolidated in this area here, and then we had another rally, base, rally. Yeah, so that candle right there is a rally, and then we had another rally base right here in this area, rally, and then base. So what's next after this? Usually what you see is that when we reach the point at apex, so you see these rejection wicks right here. That right there, that's your cue to like, okay, we see multiple rejections in a particular area. So we're getting a rejection at this level. So on a 3 hour time frame, that's what we see. But as usual, we always want to start 4 hours because the 4 hours is much stronger than any other time frame. You always could break it down into the 1 hour because the 1 hour I trade on the 1 hour most of the time because then Crunchly just started trading futures and I told him you have to hold for the bigger move for at least a couple $1,000 based on his account size. He's trading futures, and so in futures, let me get the link because I posted the link before. So let me go find it. So, so in futures trading, it's a lot different. So each point value, basically, you don't want to trade volatility futures. It's really hard to trade, and look how your margin requirement. So this is why I don't like trading futures, just because the margin requirement is so high. And so, like, what are you left to trade with? So if you're trading the Nasdaq, you need a margin requirement of 16,000. If you're trading ES, look at the margin requirement and maintenance. 50 points per value. If you are trading like the Dow Jones, like $5, like $5. I mean, each point value is $5. It's not worth it because US 30 moves so much in point value because like per point value. So per point value, if US 30 moves like at least 1 point, it's not worth it. I can leverage myself and I get more. Where will TA patterns follow each other? Does a pattern follow a TA pattern in smaller time frames? I have no idea what you mean by that. But I keep it simple. I don't wanna because like there's so many patterns that everyone wants to memorize, and I cannot memorize people's names. It's like the other previous guys I dated before. I can't remember their names at all. And like they called me one time. One guy tried calling me and was like, "Hey, who's this? I have your phone number." I was like, "Who's this, you motherfucker?" And then I was like, "Hey, hey, hey, do we date?" I was like, "I don't know. Do we?" So, so that's why I keep it simple. So, TA patterns, like all you need to know is like I only know like a few, maybe the most 10. But this methodology I learned is like pretty accurate because you see a lot, and like if the best pattern is when something's basing out, and you're anticipating that move because like we reached the apex of a point where we're done selling off and things have been oversold, and I don't really need an RSI anymore to know that something's oversold. I can just look at it. Um, and just say, hey, this is oversold. I'm gonna short this. Okay, we're up 2036. So we're probably gonna get 100 by morning. So we can go back and circle on spot XPX. So right here, I think we are completing the head and shoulder pattern. So you have, let's draw some triangles to answer Q Mars. We're gonna do triangles. I think you guys like triangles a lot. So this would be the head, and then this one would be the shoulder pattern. So let's do it that way. It's funky, but I don't know. You guys are so into patterns. Um, Even though it doesn't really make sense to me because I don't do them. I don't draw funky triangles. I just base trading off, particular areas, and so that's Doug and I kind of trade similar, and we fight about our levels, but we meet in the between of like, okay, we agree on this particular area as a strong area of buyers and sellers. So if you're looking to short SPY right now, I would probably, we have a wick right here. Okay, so this is where they covered their position. And we're looking for, so we're going to mark it. We're going to mark here to this area right here. And then if we make a mini bear flag right there, a bear flag. You guys all know what bear flags look like. Yeah, I just trade supply and demand. I don't know anything about Elliott waves. So Julio peppers, or sorry, I'm gonna chili peppers. Damn it, I'm thinking Red Hot Chili, the band. So we're bouncing right now. People are just scalping the shit out of this right now. But come time London, we're gonna be opening London pre-market in 30 minutes. So 30 minutes from now, we're gonna get some bomb you. So looking right now, where we at, we're bouncing around. So in this case, if I take a pen tool, where's my pen tool? Here's my brush tool. This is where we're gonna tap. We're gonna like bounce around right here, and we're gonna just decide. Either we go down, up, and we touch this area, or we just go straight down. So either way, we still have a gap to fill right here. So I don't really calculate my fibs. There's a tool in TradingView that does it for me because I just stopped calculating them and doing it, and so I just go to indicators. I look it up. So you can just find it. So I just put fibs, auto fib. I'm just gonna look it up, auto fib, and then I'm just gonna star it as a favorite. I also have other indicators, but I'm on the free plan, so next year I probably will get the paid plan. So that way I can add more stuff. This is by my partner. So in the paid Discord I'm a moderate for, I am working with a guy to develop his indicator, which is basically just what you see in Hugo's. So he copied all of this stuff and he translated to Hugo's. So it's called Eagle Indicator. We're testing it out right now. So let's see. I don't want to get rid of this. This is what I use. We can probably get rid of this one for now, and then you guys can just look at what this one does. Tom's indicator does not work really well for Forex. Okay, so this is my partner's. So looking at here, this art calculates for you all the support and resistance lines, but I find it very noisy. I told him that I can't use this one. So basically what it does is that it tells you all these levels right here. These are highs and lows. And in the middle in between, if it breaks a level, according to him, because he uses it and I'm trying to backtest it. So if it breaks this level right here, he's going to go for a short. So that's what it does. It's just that I have to tell him every time we need a better system, because just doing like that, that's going to confuse a lot of people who are new to just technical analysis, because they don't know what all this means. So the highs and lows is where you want to take a position. So if you want me to do comparison of Tom's, I can show you the false positives, and then I can compare it with mine. So Skynet. Okay, so out of the box, I don't know how to configure it, and I want it to be out of the box and tell me a buy and sell signal. So we're gonna like include everything, and we're gonna try. So I don't see anything. His bot, I think last time the bot had issues. So let's see. So it shows on the 15-minute time frame, but look how many fake outs you have in Forex. This right here, that's a fake out. It only got one right. So it's showing a buy right here, so it's lining up with mine. And this is what I'm looking for. This is why I'm not using Tom's bot. They have to line up perfectly. If they do not line up perfectly, I'm not using it. So we have to look at the hourly time frame. I think I moved something. Okay, so this right here, the hourly time frame right here, I mean, it speaks for itself. It fires a long, but it doesn't fire a short. So how am I supposed to use that, basically? So I'm still gonna use mine because Tom's bot, in my opinion, needs more work. Okay, so there's that bounce I was talking about. So for our time frame, we can test it some more and then do a comparison. So we're trying to find it. Okay, so good 4-hour time frame buy. Okay, that lines up. Okay, so yeah, there's that sell right there, but it never fired along. So you missed the whole entire rally. Okay, so here, right here, this fires a sell. Okay, it never fires a long after. So, and then the daily time frame. So it fires a sell on a daily right here. But mine's fired early. Fired along early. So if we look at that, you kind of see. Okay, so where will Tom's thing fire? So, where will Tom's thing fire green? Basically, I want an arrow to tell me when to buy. So if Tom's thing fires a red cell, and it does line up to here, but I don't see it lining up where you can buy it. So this chart, to me, it missed the whole entire move. So I'm gonna stick using my my indicator, because I like the accuracy rate. When it tells me to do something, I'll do it because it acts as a confirmation. Oh, thanks, Zach. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, these arrows will tell me what to do because I just rely on them as a confirmation. They have yet to betray me. So Tom's arrows did fire pretty well. So could work, but it's still kind of, to me it feels iffy because it didn't really tell me a buy down here. So if it told me to buy down here, I mean, look at the percentage of the move if you got that whole entire sequence. It's a $400 move. You would, if you bought a, let's see how many points. So zero. So you bought. You're risking $50, okay, to potentially make $500. Okay, so that's a 0.50 pip. Can we put your arrow? No, it cannot. It costs money. Because this is part of my group's algorithm. It's proprietary to them, and so I use it, and I use it a lot. And I'm trading and teaching people to hold their position because, it just teaches you a lot about holding things longer. So all you do, if you want access, it's on my Twitter. So it's right here. So it's the DOA strategy teachable. Basically, it's gonna teach you. So we can go to the teachable, and the it just looks like that. So you log in. Oh, no, I meant the indicator itself. How to access. Okay. Yeah, so you join the program and then you get access. There's a whole thing that is associated to it. So I had to do it when I first joined, and I've been it since next February. So this is the whole program, and once you okay, I don't want to do it. So these buy and sell arrows. Yeah. So let me go to my email. Okay, so basically you go through the course, and it shows you how to set it up. This is the DOA strategy using FOREX. You can just watch the video. how to do it. Keep in mind, Toro was sick when he was making these videos, so I know it's kind of poor quality. We've been complaining about it. Toro himself says he's gonna remake it sooner or later. But yeah, so that's new, and that's a new video. Wait, maybe I watched it and I forgot about it. Yeah, I probably forgot about it because I finished it. It's not playing. Okay, but so and then you do all this stuff. It's about 10 videos. So that's probably like an hour just to watch all that. I mean, if I went through it and it wasn't that bad, maybe you guys can go through it too if you want to. I am not making you join the paid group if you want to, but I am just using their indicator, and it does help me a lot with forex. And I showed Doug this too, uh, on the time frames that we're both watching, because I'm telling him, hey, my algo just fired red. I think we should short. So if you wait for a retest and it fired red, you didn't get a good entry, then like this would be in your good entry. Uh, so if I charge about for 101, I'm doing about $100 per session, 100 to 150 session now, because because it takes a lot of time for me to, teach you and then schedule a time, and then I had to like go back and check on other people. But usually what I do, because sometimes I'm so busy, I need help. And there's a lot of people that can help you, but that's an option. Like, you have to tell me if you want me to teach you. You have to tell me like what you want from me, and what something that you want to get out of it, because I have to get something out of it too, because I don't get you. You're a person on the internet, I'm a person on the internet, so I don't know. You have to tell me, because if you don't tell me, I'm just gonna assume that you're fine and you don't need me, and I'm gonna go on with my day and I'm gonna keep trading, or I'm gonna teach, because 50% of my time, or 60% of my time right now, is that I'm teaching a lot of different people, with different histories, and they need help. And so that's something that I have to like schedule everything, because I have to like take one-on-one time, like 1 hour a week with them. I think I have about 12 people right now, and so before I was dealing with at least 25, but some of them, they're done. I don't need to deal with them. They still talk to me sometimes about their plan. And yeah, like, just check in with me. You should never ask a lady how old she is. Even though I sound like a 12-year-old kid. So, that's awfully rude. Alright, so if you guys want me to check other currencies, I don't know, just think on top of your head. I'm not doing a game like Doug does. You could do it. So if you want to play the game, I don't have that feature. Okay, so let's play a game. So we're gonna do some currencies basically, and you're gonna tell me up or down. So let's start with this one. I don't know, you're gonna tell me. So we're gonna do it without any help. And so we're gonna turn this off. We're gonna put back auto fibs right there, and we're gonna do the EMAs. So my EMAs are pretty much I use about 5. So this is the 8, 20, 50, 100, 200 EMA. Just to guide you, if anything crosses over, like, the 20 is above the 8, that's bearish. Even more bearish is all the 50 EMA crosses over the 8 and the 20. So, and then the def cross happens when you have the 200 EMA above the 500, the 200 EMA above the 50. So you're guys gonna guess on up or down. Why so many? Well, I use all of them, and pretty much that's how I trade. I used to use 4, but I was taught to use 4 EMAs before I went to 100. I used the 100 EMA because I'm trading forex. I have to find the path of most resistance, basically, and I found that using the 100 EMA has the most resistance, which also has acted as support. Okay, so you guys gonna tell me up or down. You're gonna do buy or sell. And keep in mind, this is the most updated data, so there is no answer. Okay, since we're doing this live. Okay, if you guess sell, we're gonna wait for other people to kind of respond. Okay, so Zach, the whole point of nighttime TA, it's slow, but we are attempting to practice. Okay, if you guess sell, you're right. Okay, so since we pretty much are, we have a pattern right here. We have the left shoulder and the right shoulder. This is Swiss yen, so any Swiss pairs are kind of slow. So the reason why I'm bearish on this one. Okay, we're going to take our box. And then we're going to draw a huge consolidation box right here. So we're in a consolidation box right now. So I drew this trend line right here. This trend line right here, where we were making a rising wedge, but look what happened right here. That pump right there. This right here would have been a cup and a failed handle. So this just looks like a pump and dump. But if we're following this pattern right here, we need to break out from here to let's see, 115.20 to say that's bullish. But the reason why I'm bearish is because there's not enough volume to push this. We have some economic data coming up, so this one will be affected. GDP analyzed. This is going to be negative, so that's not going to affect. That probably won't affect it, but who knows? So where do you want to take a position? So basically, you can narrow it down. Basically, since we're on the hourly time frame, usually what I do is that I always start on the 4-hour time frame, just for confirmation. But see, like these candles wicks, like these awful, nasty little wicks in this consolidation box, you want to target your entry. You want to target your entry on the hourly time frame. So let's say right here, oops, it's long. So a short position right here, you are trying to put, okay, so this is kind of expressed in yen, basically. So we're not really concerned about that. So anytime we pretty much move to this area, look to short to bring it down to 31 pips. So 31 pips, that's not accurate because that's expressing in yen. But we can see potentially a profit target to this area right here. So that's 71 pips. So if you take that 71 pips to American dollars, that is, so 101 pip, basically that you are getting $71 per pip. So we're gonna do a stock. So let's do. Let you guys pick a stock. Okay, so we are gonna do 4. Okay, so first we're gonna do an order. We're gonna do Disney. Disney has earnings. I'm really nervous about earnings because they haven't been making any money. And if you guys look on my Twitter feed, you zoom in and you see everything that Disney owns. What hasn't been making money for them? This might be making money for them. Sky, yeah, maybe that TV has been making money for them. Fox, probably. But look at the stuff that they have right here. I don't trade Amazon, so it's expensive. So I stick to cheap. So you have Marvel. Are they making any new movies right now? So they have a lot of movie divisions right now. This part is a big chunk of their business. So theme parks. I mean, not a lot of people are going to theme parks right now. So we're pretty much in a limbo right now. Disney's probably having a really bad quarter. Let's see. Or it could be like a premium burn kind of situation. I'm gonna probably get out of my put credit spreads for Disney. I have a feeling Disney's gonna like gap down. Okay, so line in the sand is this monthly support. So yeah, we have a pattern right here. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have two patterns right there. We have two bikini tops. I call it a bikini top. Anytime I teach people, boobs is always the way to go for them to remember. So you can call it coconut top or a bikini top, volcano top, Mount Everest, your mom's pony boobs, but whatever is. But you know, this looks like a short to me because then we have like huge ass gap to fill right there, since the market did gap up. So I don't want to mark my charts with these things. Um, so what are those curves? Those are my EMAs. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Chances are Disney will kind of like try to fill a gap slowly because Disney is a gap filler before we move out, and that has proven true every time. When Disney does fill gaps. So when we fill a gap on Disney, it took a very long time to fill a gap. So Disney is supposed to be a slow mover, but they have earnings and I'm shit scared. So let's see. Those are last earnings. Oh, wasn't that bad. So I'm noticing a pattern in companies that are doing well. They sell off. So they need like a blowout earnings for the algorithms to kick in to like shoot the thing to the moon. So this would be a sell. Next one, AMD. AMD, let's see. So on a bigger time frame on the 4-hour chart, we have, let's draw a trend line. Okay, so right there, draw that trend line right there. You can actually see how many areas it tapped. Anytime we broke above the trend line, we retraced. And so that's the top line trend line. That is the resistance, basically. So I would say chances are we might see AMD retesting this particular area right here. So let's take a box, and then we'll say this would be a supply zone. So I'm going to mark that as a purple, and we have some room for AMD to go there. So, and then there. If AMD does not break out, we can probably go back and sell off to 55. I'm hoping it does. Like, someday it has to fill that gap. Okay, so this would be a buy. Next one is JNUG. Oh shit, I don't like JNUG at all. I would never do JNUG because it's leveraged. No, when stock hits a supply zone, it does not go higher. It either consolidates or it just retraces. JNUG, I don't want to do JNUG. I hate JNUG. But this is what I see on JNUG if we draw the channel on the 4-hour time frame. And it looks pretty damn ugly. Alright, so right here to this channel right here, basically. So we're making higher lows, we're making this channel right here. I don't know where it's gonna go. But you guys can guess. Up or down? It's up to you. Yeah. We can pass on this. This one's really hard. We don't know what's going to go down. It has to break multiple areas of support. So anytime we bounced off on this trend line, we pretty much go back up. So AMC, we can look at that one. Ooh, failure. Oh, it did go in 20 days. Okay, so AMC. Wow, okay. It's what do you guys think? I mean, we hit a supply zone right here. This was a supply zone. I marked it out. I actually caught this from right here. I was a bit early, basically, but I caught it and I sold for $100. This is the 200. Remember, this is 100, and look at it right now. We're under the 200, so you have to guess. I'm not gonna guess for you. One more. We're gonna go higher or lower? Well, the whole point is that you try to understand direction, and then the way you do it, you have to break it down into lower time frames. So basically, right now we have no volume. Up. Okay. Why up? Yeah, you have to tell me why up. Okay, so no, it's not a bull flag. That's a bear flag. Okay, so AMC. So AMC, look at this pattern right here. We have a bikini top. So bikini top, I have to like do this for you guys. One bikini, two bikini. Yeah. Well, no, it broke in this supply demand zone right here. See this area right here? Broke that down. Now we're in this other demand zone. If we check back right here, this was a demand zone and it became invalidated and it broke under and became a supply zone. So, and now in this area right here, we have strong buying. So that's a demand zone. So right here, we're in the demand zone again. If we break under, we're going to invalidate this. And we're going to go back to right here. So demand is in this $2 area. So supply is sellers. Demand are buyers. So if we broke down the demand zone, yes, I grab puts and I'll short it down here. Because that would be my price target. Because I will be looking for where to cover. And this place looks like a good area to cover. I'll screenshot that. All right, I'm gonna be done. I'm done with my stream. Have you guys go do what you need to do. It's late, and I want to take a shower, and I want to focus on London. I'll see you guys later, and probably I won't be streaming, and I'll do what I always done. Stream when I fucking feel like it. Good night.